We're just going to look at how we factorise a quadratic expression, and in particular a quadratic expression where the number in front of the x squared term isn't just 1. So in this case we've got 6x squared plus 11x plus 3. And this will work for any quadratic expression that we'll factorise. So it's quite versatile. And I suppose I should state that really we want the expression in this form to begin with, in this order. So we've got, x squared, x, and then the number. In fact, you may recognise this as how we sort of generally would write down a quadratic. Now, I'm just going to write down this expression in a slightly different way. It's the same expression, it's no different, but just written in a different way. So instead of 11x, I've broken this down into 2x and 9x. Now, this is the first step. We factorise the first two terms and then separately factorise the second two terms, or the second pair of terms. You need to be confident with factorising, and if you're not, then we'll have another video that looks at that. But assuming that you're confident with factorising, we'll factorise these first two terms, and the highest term that goes into both is in fact 2x. And that leaves me with 3x plus 1. I'm going to, you can expand this out on a separate piece of paper, or if you're used to it in your head, just to check. I get back to 6x squared plus 2x, so I know that's correct. And now I'll factorise this second pair of terms. So the highest term that goes into both of these is 3, and in fact plus 3. And that leaves 3x plus 1. And it's no coincidence that these two brackets are the same. If the process has been carried out correctly, the two brackets will be the same. The second step is just to write down what's outside the brackets. So in this case the 2x plus 3, and in turn put them in a set of brackets, and then just write down the other brackets, just the once, and we're done. And if you're in any doubt, we can again expand these pair of brackets out, and you'll see we get back to this 6x squared plus 11x plus 3. Now the two steps to get to here, where you factorise this quadratic, are quite straightforward, but depend entirely on the fact that I picked 2x and 9x when I broke this middle term up. It wouldn't have worked for 1x and 10x or 5x and 5x. It had to be these two numbers. So of course you may well be wondering, well, what made me pick 2x and 9x? Well, I'm going to explain that now, and this of course is crucial to the whole method. First of all, I work out a times c by looking at the original expression. So that will be 6 times 3 equals plus 18. I'm just emphasising that it's plus 18 because it was a plus 6 times a plus 3. And I also take note of b, the number in front of the x term, and again I'm taking careful note of this number. It's plus 11. Now I write down all the numbers that multiply to give me plus 18. So I'm being methodical and starting at the beginning. So again, just to emphasize, plus 1 and plus 18, because actually minus 1 and minus 18 also give me plus 18 if I multiply them together. and we have +2 and +9, and in just the same way -2 and -9 also multiply to give +18, and +3 and +6 and -3 and -6. And I ask myself, well, 4 doesn't go into 18 and neither does 5, so and at 6 I'm back to the beginning. So these are all the numbers that multiply to give me +18. Now I look at my other number, and I'm going to choose from these pairs of numbers the number that sums, I should say, or adds up to give me +11. No, because that's 19, that's -19. Right, and here we have it, +2 and +9, and that's how we select. We selected the 2x and the 9x when we broke our 11x down.